Là, je suis devant le Parlement anglais. Donc c'est Parliament Square, qui est la place du Parlement à Londres. Alors je suis vêtu du drapeau ivoirien, donc du nationalisme ivoirien. Et donc je suis là pour tester et décrier devant le Parlement mon ras-le-bol. Et mon ras-le-bol, c'est ceci. Alors je vais parler en anglais puisque je suis en Angleterre. Et vous avez vu tout le monde, tous ceux qui sont là, il y a du monde fou. Et donc je brandis cette pancarte pour attirer l'attention des gens. Alors je commence par dire, comme je dis, je le dis en anglais, SOS to Ivory Coast. Okay, we say no to dictatorship. Ivory Coast is a country in Africa, okay? And there we have a severe dictator, okay? This dictator here is trying to organize election by rigging the constitution. What he's trying to do is by eliminating potential candidates that are stronger that will win the election. So as a typical dictator, he's rigged the constitution. And therefore, what he's been doing, he's been eliminating Laurent Gbagbo, Tidiane Cham, Soro Guillaume, and Blé Goudet. So I'm here to say no, this is not fair. So we said no to dictatorship. We want these potential candidates to be allowed to run. So we would like Laurent Gbagbo to run, Tidiane Cham to run, Soro Guillaume to run, and Blé Goudet to run. This is what we call democracy. So it's democracy, it's giving a choice to everyone to run for election and not to eliminate them based on a false excuse. So this person here, his name is, the current president name is Ouattara. He's the instigator of this dictatorship here. So I'm here to say no to the dictatorship, okay? Because there is no democracy in Ivory Coast as we speak. There is no free education in Ivory Coast as we speak. And there is no freedom of speech. So many activists for human rights are all in jail as we speak. And this is wrong. So we're calling on all the powers, all the democratic countries, such as Britain, to take a look closely to Ivory Coast. Okay, we want adequate health care in Ivory Coast. And Ivory Coast people need change. We need someone that will come and run the country. We want to be democratic. We want to benefit from all the benefit that bring democracy and not dictatorship. So we said no to President Ouattara, no fourth term under any circumstances. We want free and fair elections. We want President Laurent Gbagbo to run. We want President Tidiane Cham to run, President Soro Guillaume to run, and President Blé Goudet to run. So here, I'm here in front of the Parliament, which is one of the house of democracy. This is one of the birthplaces of democracy. So I'm here to call on you British people, take a look when you get home. Log on and see, check Ivory Coast, what's going on. We think there will be a war in Ivory Coast if nothing is done. I'm educated in Britain, I'm a civil servant, and I can't close my eyes on what's going on. Ivory Coast on the verge of a civil war. Why? Because an 83-year-old man does not want to leave power. He wants to go for a fourth term. Guess what? Ivory Coast is the first producer of cocoa beans. So every hot chocolate you drink is more likely to come from Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast is the first producer of beans, or coffee beans. So when you go to Costa, or when you go to all these coffee shops, then you know your coffee is likely to come from Ivory Coast. Very rich country, yet poor. Why is it poor? Because of all these dictators. They only think about corruption. They only care about their own family. And we said no. We want a better system in Ivory Coast. We want democracy. So British people, please take a look, go home, check your website, go online, type Ivory Coast, and you will see what's going on. Ivory Coast on the verge of a civil war because of a man, 83 years man, dictator. He refused to open the elections. He refused free and fair elections. Laurent Gbagbo was a former president, very popular in Ivory Coast. Tidiane Cham, who's well known in Britain, okay, because he held high power position in Prudential, in Aviva. And finally, he was CEO of Credit Suisse. You got Soro Guillaume, former prime minister, and you got Blake Goudet, former minister. All these youth are potential for Ivory Coast, and we should not eliminate them. Okay? Guess what? One of the rich countries, as I said, mineral-rich country, which is Ivory Coast in West Africa. Yet there is no free education. Kids do not go to school for free. They either don't go to school because the parent has got no money. There is no free health care. People die in hospital bed because they got no money. There is no freedom of speech because journalists have been in prison. There is no adequate health care, as I said. There is so much corruption, it's unbelievable. So we want the system to change. We want new people running Ivory Coast. It's my country, I'm British citizen. I'm a civil servant because this country gave me everything. So why can't Ivory Coast do it for its people? So we said no, not to this 83 years old man, not to his dictatorship style. We want a free election. We want democracy in Ivory Coast. So Britain, I'm here, please listen, check online, find out about Ivory Coast, and every little you can do will help. So thank you for the birthplace of democracy. Britain, I will say thank you. Thank you for making everything possible. Thank you. We want you to help us to achieve freedom and democracy. We want you to help us achieve democracy and peace in Ivory Coast. Because one thing, Mr. Keir Starmer, one thing you should know, yes, we talk about illegal immigration, but if there's peace in these countries, no one will want to leave this country. It's because there are wars there. There is unfair system that only is a privilege to few, but not the majority. That's why people lose hope, and they think the only way to make it is to come to Europe. But guess what? If you help these countries, such as Ivory Coast, no one will cross the Mediterranean. You will not have the issue of illegal immigration. So please, Britain, hear my voice and help Ivory Coast. Help Ivory Coast. Thank you.